It literally was just muted. Okay, I'm so glad it wasn't actually something terrible. Okay, I'm so glad it wasn't actually something terrible. Okay, I'm so glad it wasn't actually.
Oh, that's good. Yes, keep this loop going. I love this when this happens.
Stop,
What do you mean? I'm sure it'll just make a lovely noise.
Create a dashboard. I just need to get to this bit. Oh my god, this is the first time where so Sean left to go to Texas and he's so nice. He knew I was arriving the day I was doing a stream. So everything was set up and I just had to press one button and I wouldn't fuck it up. But this is me, this is all me. Okay, great. This is us. This is perfect. I think it's okay. Ignore that. They don't know. Too much sound. Okay.
Too much sound.
No, they said that was the echo.
Surely there's a middle ground between silence and hearing us repeated forever and ever.
So what he did last time is he had it like this.
Oh, and minimize.
So then we can still see us. We can still see ourselves. The most important part. Or maybe it was over here.
No,
it wasn't. You could be on chat watch.
Yeah. Are you putting me over on the far monitor on purpose? You don't have to look at me, is that?
No, I'm just dragging it to the corner so I can make it perfectly split. Everyone loves admin. This is the coolest thing about a stream is the person figuring out how to work it.
Yes.
And I also need a tweet about it. Can someone else tweet about it? I can't be bothered. Ray, you take the mic for a sec while I tweet about it. This is the classic.
Absolutely, yes. No, Mel loves to let me sort of manage the stream with my exciting conversational style. So
we are live, and then I'll do a little Instagram story.
Everyone thoughts I am still laughing at Ray blowing balloons. Come on now.
We'll get to that. Okay. Everyone gets to see me take a photo, and then if you look at my Instagram story, you'll be able to see the photo I just took. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, very meta. 2 great eps. I thank you very much.
I think so too. These are my 2 favourites so far.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I think so. And I'm not saying that because I know that your measurement is how well you do.
Yeah, exactly.
My measurement is the overall entertaining factor of the show.
Yeah, no, I'm mostly focused on myself. It's
Yeah.
a dog-eat-dog world out there. I got to give a stuff how the rest of you guys are going.
Did you say doggy dog?
Yeah, it's a dog-eat-dog world. Is it from a movie? It's a dog-eat-dog world?
No. I'm going to say objectively, it's never been in a movie.
I reckon
I've seen all the movies, and I'm going to say no.
I reckon that'd be a great film. Only because Krusty is the... Ray, can you dress as Krusty the Clown for Halloween? You don't know where I'll be for Halloween.
And I'm sorry, guys, I did try to get Di on, because again, if you saw how much of a rigmarole it was to just get a camera and my screen, and to get the sound to work, and all of those things... while Sean is away, who is my boyfriend / stream pimp, then it would have been a nightmare to try and set up Discord as well. But I was like, maybe Di, because at least Di, I think, knows how to work Discord. Yes. But then Di is going to a rugby game and his son is like walking out on the pitch with the ball.
Oh, really?
With the Blues. I think. Yeah, so it's cute. I need to do a Facebook story as well. Charles, shut the heck up. No one's talking to you.
I forget which episode it's in, but there's one of the studio outfits that Di wears. Actually, 2 of the studio outfits that Di wears. He has designs from one of his kids.
Oh yes, cute.
Was it dinosaurs on one of his jackets that his kids had drawn, and he got in the wardrobe person to specifically put on, which was and he did it with another outfit as well, but I forget. It possibly has already been. Also, now I remember, my favourite episodes is the next one. I think was my favourite one.
Episode 7.
Episode 7. That's the one.
Yeah, and I think I know why. Because it's all about Ray. No, we don't know. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We had no clue.
We don't know. Okay, all right, let's get into it. Charles woke my own dog up. Oh, I'm so sorry. Can we have Karen... so that we can have Carey Mel. That was a great pun.
Carey Mel was one of the all-time top puns.
Yes. Would love to get... Again, I haven't chatted... I probably should chat to them, but it's just so stressful to set up that I don't want to I want it to be seamless when I add people in,
Yeah.
rather than be like, oh, you just need to download this app and talk to me for 2 hours. Like, it feels like a big ask.
Yeah, like Bubba doesn't even have Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, I would love the chaos of Bubba, but also I'm trying to like be like, do you want to do this thing for free and just chat to me for however long you want to? Really, they could just pop in.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can set something up for next time.
No issue with asking that of my time.
Oh yeah, you've got nothing on. I know your schedule,
Yeah,
and you live close by,
Yeah,
so
that's true.
you're here.
Yeah, in the shed.
Yes. Let's kick off into our first episode, which is called "Your Hand Can Do a Better Job." I've cropped it out slightly here. And this is the first episode that I named.
Yes.
I was excited about that. Di has a few episode titles.
Yeah.
He's got a great way with words. You can
He
understand
does.
why.
I'd love to name one day.
You've named one.
I
haven't
think I kind of contributed to the
Licky,
the
more
licky.
licky.
Yeah, I
Yes,
said it
true.
and then Karen said it.
Also, I'm going to nudge over a little bit so you actually get a little bit more room. Because otherwise,
Hello.
you are cropped out quite a fair bit. Is that better?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, great. It's called Your Hand Could Do a Better Job. Let's have a look at the prize task, which was thing that reminds you at home. Best thing that reminds you of home.
Yes, this was my most annoying one to have to organise.
This one was, yeah. The next couple I wasn't. So again, my prize tasks are fine. Here, why has it gone tiny? Oh well, we'll find out. You can still see it.
Yeah.
It's fine. This was Di's contribution, which cements the fact that he has just gotten things from his house.
Man's clearing out his house.
Yeah.
He's clearing out his house. He's clearing out his wardrobe. Clearly something he doesn't plan on wearing in the next 10 days or however long it was.
Wedgetail says sounds like an accidental innuendo. Oh, absolutely not accidental.
No.
You know what it's like? I mean, that's not an example of it, but it just reminded me of a couple comments I saw about, our play
Yes.
that we did on your TikTok video.
Oh, yeah.
Because I reposted it. We have the IV joke. That's like,
Yes.
I need an IV and...
What? 4 more hits?
What? 4 more hits because it's set in Rome.
Yeah.
Funny joke.
Great gag.
It's always the case, I feel like, as a woman, as a lady, people don't assume that you write the joke that you said. People in the comments are like, whoever came up with that is so smart. Whoever it was, would it occur to you that the person who said it may have thought of it?
No, never, not, absolutely not.
Really glad to finally watch this. Oh, live from the States. Oh my goodness.
wow.
TM Fans United.
Oh,
Whoa,
wow.
you're in deep.
You are
Welcome.
You are in deep.
What time is it where you are?
Yes.
Where are you in the world? What brought you here?
What brings you here? What do you think of
Are
the
you
place?
just refreshing Taskmaster on Twitch? Like, wow. Wholesome about what Di is doing. Feels the intention from OG Taskmaster. I think so too. I love Di's energy to the show. And I
Yes.
like that he's actually bringing things
Yes.
and selling them and talking them up. And he always has like such a funny, interesting story behind anything, even if it seems on paper like lazy.
Yes, yeah.
It's always so funny, and probably one of my highlights of the prize task is seeing it pop up and being like, what story is Di going to tell about this?
Absolutely. What nonsense story.
9:55 from Germany.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, is that Ray?
It's huge.
The prize task is all about how you sell it. I think so
Absolutely.
too. Is Jex and the MF Boys going to... Yes! Jex and the MF Boys are going to secure the dub this weekend, I reckon.
That's your partner.
Yeah.
Jex is the pimp.
Jex is my pimp.
Jex is-
Look, I'm gonna quash those rumors that I started. So back on topic.
Yeah.
What is it again?
Was it a Japanese shirt?
Yeah, it's a Japanese happy jacket.
Yes.
So Di loves Japan and
Oh.
spent a bit of time in Japan and would have got it from Japan, I assume.
Yes. Oh, actually, speaking of, Di plays Pokemon Go, and after my bid, I remember he said, "Aren't Murkrows annoying?" And I was like, "How does Di Henwood know what a Murkrow is?" It was so weird.
Yeah, I mean, he's got children. It
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Ray, you brought in your landlord.
Yeah. He texted me a lot, kept constantly asking me, when am I going to have to do this?
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
He is the most adorable looking landlord I've ever seen.
Absolutely. And he, I think he showed up late to the record, and I forget maybe we had all been pulled aside, or I had to have my mic fixed or something. But apparently, when he was brought in, apparently the crowd cheered for him like he was a celebrity.
Oh, that's so cute. Because he just came for the end to stand on the stage. He didn't see you talking about him.
I think he saw my balloons. Like he saw quite a bit of the show get recorded, but he showed up late because he was teaching, I think.
Chance this becomes the NZ version of the Taskmaster podcast and go back and do the old seasons with guests. I don't want to make that commitment right now.
Yes.
Because it is.
Yeah, I mean, for start, I think Ed Gamble gets paid to do that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if I had subscribers, I think I've got a couple subscribers, but not enough to.
And the issue is we're in Australia while the others are mostly in New Zealand.
Yes. But I could get them on Zoom if I figured out how to do that.
Yeah. Might be worth talking to anyway. More admin. People love it.
Oh, is that better? Was it black or grey? But I just want to be able to see better.
Oh, that's weird. That did it.
But then if I go to the next one, it's going to be zoomed out again. And then when and then I can't even press that. For Dick's sake. Oh, wait. Oh, that's better.
Oh.
Okay, good. There we go. So, okay. Love it. Who brought on Edith? Oh, I'm not saying that.
Oh.
Okay. All right. I'm not saying that.
Right.
You little bastard. Stop with your tricks. Okay? That's your first warning. Local Chad. That's enough tricks. I see you're a subscriber. Never mind. Keep it up. Okay. I love Jeremy's reaction.
Yes.
This was a highlight for me in the prize task as well. The fact that Jeremy knew your landlord.
Yeah, I was shocked. So this just shows how small New Zealand is. But I couldn't believe that he knew this guy.
That when he said that, I was like, I know him. I was like, oh no, did you not bring in your actual landlord and this is an actor that Jeremy knows? But no, he is actually your landlord.
He's my actual landlord.
And he was Jeremy's English teacher?
Yeah, English teacher, in high school. Jeremy talked to me. Anyway, we don't need to get into John Warner's teaching history. But I was absolutely shocked that he knew him. And I will say, he's probably the best landlord I've ever had. It makes him...
Oh, that reminded me of the terrible joke that I wish I had just articulated better at the time. Because you're talking about your house and whether there's problems with your house. Yeah. And I think I asked if the toilet's okay because you'd needed John Warner. But it was it wasn't worded enough. And it wasn't quick enough. It took too long. It was just, it was, and I'm glad they edited it out.
But yes, proves that New Zealand only has 10 people. No, very true. And you'll catch John Warner on season 5 of Taskmaster.
Yeah, absolutely. It does remind him of home. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, yes.
How many times did you impersonate an animal on Taskmaster? 2 times so far. But look, there's more chances.
Yeah, I saw someone in the chat predicted that I'd dress up like a mouse later on. We'll see.
Hello from Canada. Oh my gosh, welcome.
Insane.
This is the biggest stream we've had so far. It's got some momentum.
Does anyone watch the show legally?
Portsmouth. It's 08:59. Looking forward to the UK tour. Oh, that's so awesome. Me and Ray going on tour.
Yes.
In February. So if there are any other UK people, then come through. See us be funny with scripted content.
Yes.
Wait, ain't you from the TV? The rumours are not true. This is actually I can't keep up with the chat. It's popping off.
Yeah, there's so many people watching right now. Oh, I've never saw the Cheap Seats reaction to you as a cat. That was priceless. Yes.
There will be a chance to watch in Australia legally soon on Binge. And then I'm hoping in the UK because seasons 1 to 3 are out. So hopefully by the time, once we've gone to air, maybe shortly after that, it'll be back available. Yes. But we don't know anything. We have no insider knowledge.
Yes, so. I'd love to have control over that. But
absolutely. Is this another trick? BIC? No.
BIC.
No, I don't think
It
so.
doesn't. It feels like a trick.
Yeah. Is it is your tour going to the CUP?
Yes. That's almost what I'm thinking of. That great Simpsons gag.
Yeah. Get you some money. This recap adds so much to the enjoyment of watching Taskmaster.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
That's true. TVNZ need to know that people crave the admin of setting up a Twitch stream. That's what people want to hear.
I love that someone said NZ, and I guess they used emotes, and now there's like a hype train for just the letter N at the top.
Yes.
Whoa, emotes hopping off. Yes,
people are gonna look
×3.
up. People are gonna look up and go like, Mel loves the N word.
Shut up. I could see that you were gonna say
Of
that,
course
and I was trying to move on before you did.
I couldn't.
Jigsaw fans in the chat. Oh my goodness, Sean, are you there? Because I had a mare without you, but we've got it. We've got it in the end. Aussie, but watching from Bali.
Wow. Classic Aussie.
Okay, we need to move on, otherwise we'll never finish this episode. We're going to do episode 5, then we're going to take a little break just because I've got a few more things I need to screenshot. I got like 3/4 away through the episode. And then we'll come back, so we'll do like maybe a little 5-minute break in between. Okay, next up. Oh, I knew it wouldn't work now.
Oh, yes.
This is Karen's contribution, which I loved as well. It was her partner that reminds her of home in like a homemade little house, which looks so good.
Yes, it's such a great addition to add.
Yes.
To put her in the house, really add to it. I was warned by the producers when I was like, I'm going to bring in my landlord. They were like, they kind of suggested someone else was going to bring in something similar and not to, and maybe, or like.
Yes, right.
But I was like, no, I'm bringing in my landlord.
I stumbled upon you having a Twitch account through either Facebook or Twitter. Sick to catch a stream. Oh, well, welcome.
Yeah, it is. It's sturdier than the house John Warner provides me.
Yes, the little window holes are very cute.
Yes.
It's a lot of work went into that one.
Which is crazy because Karen told us beforehand that she didn't. I mean, anyway, that she didn't have a lot of time to set up her prize tasks because of.
Yes, she has a lot going
fantastic.
on, but this is so great.
Yeah, and we met Eilish thanks to the show, and she's very lovely.
Yeah. Next up is Baba with a salu.
Yes.
Which again is great. She's got a lot. I think she had family in the crowd or friends in the crowd or something that she was like, yes, and they were backing her up.
Yeah.
And I've seen one of these before, but I've never used one. But the way she was describing it did seem like so fun. The fact that it just kind of like wicks up all the meth.
Yeah, the meth is so good.
So funny.
And I'm pretty sure we talked a lot about the meth, or I think I definitely referenced it. It looks like a witch's broom.
Hey, that's culturally insensitive for you to say.
All right, Laura, sorry, Miss N-word.
Okay, now you say that. People join the stream late. They don't see every context.
That's true.
But for talking about the emotes up there, someone changed the emotes so it's not ×3 in.
IP freely.
Okay, next up is mine, which it was what reminds you of home, and my first thought was beer, and my brother actually sent me a message going, as they announced the task, they were like, I wonder if Melanie will bring in beer, because it really was our childhood. Yeah. For context, I've got a lot of siblings. My parents both had kids very, very young, so I've got siblings that are like 17 years older than me. Oh. So then by the time I was sort of growing up, my siblings were old enough to look after me, and my parents were like, we never got a chance to be 19. So like we were parents at 19. So now we are going to have our early 20s.
You spend a
I
fortune.
thought it was so funny saying that beer reminds you of your childhood. Beer, the smell of beer doesn't remind me of my childhood because my dad always made sure I was sitting outside the pub while he was inside drinking.
Yeah, true. It would always be we'd make this joke that like my parents went to this place called the Glenfield Tavern, and us kids would go to the Glenfield Leisure Centre across the road, the pools.
Oh, the pools. Okay, yeah. The leisure centre sounds very different.
The pools for, like so long.
Yeah.
So long that we would be
Wrinkly
enough to get into the pub. Basically, it was the gag. It's like we would genuinely be so wrinkly. And then we'd get there and Mum and Dad would be like, do you want a raspberry lemonade? And we'd be like, yes. Hell yeah. The hydrocydes at the Glenfield Leisure Centre, you can't beat them. They're so good. So I was just going to bring a box of beer. I was worried about branding was one thing. I was worried about like showing a brand of beer. I worried it would,
yes,
cross a line of advertising or whatever. And then I thought it's funny to make it a fragrance. And in my mind, the beer was going to look like the beer emote you can see at the top, like frothy at the top and like where it'd be very clear it's beer. It is beer, but it just looks like perfume. So there's like no point that it was beer.
It looks like piss.
So I think it was Asahi's, because that was the beer that that's my dad's favorite beer. But then we did drink them at the wrap party, so it didn't go to waste. I did not drink this one.
Is that where that beer came from? Was the stuff was it just that
I brought in as a prize to us?
Oh.
Yeah. It looks a little bit beery. Is the live audience R18? I have no idea actually.
Yeah, I don't, because other TV audiences, they will often provide alcohol and food and drink. So some like 7 days and stuff is R18, but I think Taskmaster NZ, I think anyone was able to go. Like some of the crew's kids were there and stuff.
That's true.
Like Claudine, the director, her kids came.
Oh, that's very R16. Okay, interesting. Next up, we really need to fucking get through this.
Also, shout out to Mark RB promoing your ticket link to the
Oh wow.
Yes.
Oh, it's not on the tour dates. Oh, I'm sorry. But thank you for like linking the ticket thing. There's also a Discord. If you go !Discord, there should be a link that comes up if you guys want to join.
We got nothing in the audience, just laughs. Wow, Biscuits are committed, not only going to a live taping, but then watching the episode and then watching the stream.
Brad, thank you so much for coming to the Cheap Seats. I'm sorry I didn't I didn't point you out because I forgot that you were coming this week. I hope you had a good time.
Oh yes, I'd love to get a goodie bag from the cheap. Oh no, maybe I've got one. Did you get the beanie, Brad? That's the Cheap Seats beanie. Ray,
I love. Sometimes your chat is really funny. It's like, I'd love to get a bag from the Cheap Seats. Oh, I've already got one. It's like sometimes it just doesn't go anywhere. Like you're like, oh, I've got something to say. Oh, no way, it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, you're so good at your job. Oh, that's very sweet. Next up is the beautiful balloon task, which was, now I really should have the exact wording, but because it was quite complicated, but it was essentially you have 10 minutes to have the most amount of balloons on the desk.
Yeah.
You, if a balloon falls, every balloon must have a face and a name.
Yeah.
If the balloon falls off the desk, you must mourn that balloon and return it before you can return it to the desk.
Yeah.
But what they didn't say is that there was a sign above and some giant fans, which I thought I would have noticed because the room, you see the same room over and over and over again, that if there was something that drastically changed, I guess I just didn't look up.
Not a single one of us noticed those fans, not at all. And I don't know how quickly, maybe we, but when Di mentioned it in his attempt, but when the fans turned on for Di, he just thought a breeze.
He's like, he didn't even notice that. They were on for like a minute, and he was like, "Oh, a bit cold in here."
Yeah, he just thought a window was open, and they were like industrial-sized fans blowing straight down on us. It was insane.
So I love this from Karen because Karen was the only person who didn't think to tape it down.
Yeah.
She was just like, she just trusted her ability to balance them and didn't think that they would fall over. And I was so glad.
Yeah.
And I think it was just one of those things where the punishment for a balloon falling off was too great to take that risk. So that's why,
absolutely,
even though we didn't see the fans, we just went, okay, we'll tape them down.
Yeah. And you having the idea to name all the balloons, Jess. Genius.
So Karen, this made me laugh a lot where she you obviously can't keep them on while it's blowing. So just flop over the desk with the balloon.
So defeated.
This was very funny to watch. Next up we had Bubba, who taped them to the desk, as was sort of the technique. She went for individual tape for each balloon. And I went for one strip of tape. This is probably the reason I won, is I just rolled a strip of tape over and then just plonked them down on top and then named them all Jess. Because I thought the trick was going to be like name every balloon for like bonus points.
Yeah.
Like, and if you were correct and you remembered their names, then you'd get bonus points.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought that the trick was going to be. And so I was like, oh, okay, I've got to make them like people around that will help. And then I was like, actually, I'm going to call them all Jess. And I feel bad because I think once I starting just all with Jess, I think the other members of the crew must have thought, she doesn't know my name. Which may be true. No. The thing is, you meet everyone in the crew and they all introduce themselves day one when you're like so stressed out.
Yeah.
And so I remember almost everyone, but sometimes there's like a camera operator or something, and you're like, oh, it's too late to ask you now. I'm really stressed out.
Yes. I'm also going back to that. I always pronounce her name wrong because it's Dana or Dana.
It's Dana.
But Dana, but who Bubba refers to in the very first in the first episode in the British task. Bubba says to Paul, "I saw you chatting up Dana."
Yeah,
that's the makeup artist.
Yeah. Okay, so yes, I had this technique.
Genius.
Thank you. And then we had Di, who was so relaxed about this task, which I loved as well. He was just, every time he mourned someone, he just genuinely took the time. Hand on chest went my another fallen soldier brother. He was so entertaining and did not notice the fans on.
Not at all.
I don't think at all until the studio.
I need to double check, but do his balloons have faces on them? Because that one he's just written the name on.
I think they did have faces on them, but this one he just named a player in the Warriors. It's not going to work. Okay, I thought I could... So I have to zoom it out to 100 before I can...
No.
And then we had the beautiful Ray O'Leary, who does not know how to blow up a balloon.
But we know you meant to learn.
I'm going to find the video of you, and I'm going to play it.
I was gonna post it, but I'll post it later, maybe after.
Did I send it to you?
Have a look at that.
Yeah, I think you had. Yeah. So after the episode, it wasn't even after.
I just search balloon. Maybe it'll come up.
It was in June.
But maybe it's not really a balloon because it's not blown up. So if I search balloon, it's not going to come up in my...
Here's something that got cut from this, which was...
Oh no, I can't do that one. Private moment.
It was not long after that.
Yeah, I know, but I can't search. I've searched a word. I've searched for balloon.
Well, I'll see if I can.
You send it to me, and then I'll just play it on my. Oh, I'm scared to open up my Facebook. How can I do this? I might have to pause it for a second while I open up this video. I'm going to play a video of Ray backstage. Trying to blow up a balloon, but I'm just going to pause for a second because I don't want to open up my Facebook and people to add me as a friend. Yeah. Not that I don't want to be your friends, but I don't have my real name on Facebook because people are creepy.
But make sure to add me as a friend.
Add Ray as a friend.
Keep those numbers up.
Ray wants to be a friend. Okay, I'm going to pause for 1 sec. Camera.
Hello.
Oh, here we go.
Hello. They can hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us. This is Ray backstage. Because we were like, there's no way, like, have you practiced in the meantime? Or like...
there are so many people online suggesting that I was faking, and I...
Sorry, I need to pause it again because I need to put sound on so that people can hear the audio.
Oh.
1 more second. I think this should work now.
Yeah.
I mean, the sound might not work, but I just turned it on, so hopefully it will.
But I'll post it. Well, I plan on posting it later, sometime this week. So.
You don't need to look at Ray's social media. It's fine. This is my channel.
Ray O'Leary Comedy. Make sure you get that name
You'll
out.
never make it through Canal School. Okay, here we go.
Harder than that.
We can't hear it, but they might be able to hear it, I think. Yeah, they can hear it because it's coming up there. You got a fright. No, we need to play it again.
Can they hear us?
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, I remember Bubba. I don't know what. I think she's mad at me.
Okay, let me pause for a second. Okay, blow harder. He's trying. Yeah, that's a little bit of bonus content for you guys.
So that's what was going on behind the scenes. The other thing that happened while we were doing this task, I remember I was naming all the balloons, and I was naming them all men names.
Oh my god, your balloons didn't pass the Bechdel test.
And Paul said that's not very diverse, and I said no, they're all racially diverse. and they chose to cut that.
Yeah, it's probably because you make a race-based joke almost every episode.
I try my
There's
hardest.
a little bit. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I thought this was really smart, but it's actually been more annoying than it's worth. Our next task was impersonate another contestant.
Oh, I will. Sorry to go back. I agree with probably all the chat. My balloon should not have been counted. But
Yes.
and we didn't talk about it. It was cut. But I believe Jeremy gave a justification, which was sort of like, if we say my balloons aren't blown up, then what's the line? And he was worried it would open up some paradox of the heap. When is a balloon not a balloon or whatever?
And you did blow into them.
Yes.
So you did blow them up at some point,
Yes.
and then they kind of deflated, and then they were tied, right? Did they have to be tied?
I think tying them up wasn't a part of it.
Okay.
But I think you also pointed out in the studio, which was cut, which was that none of the balloons that weren't inflated got blown off the disc. So there was no point in me
Taping them down. Yeah, there was a big pile of balloons. You taped down these flaccid little sad things that would not have been blown off by the flap fans. But it was...
I thought that when I saw the fans had gone on, I was like, I've nailed this. There's no...
And you did. You didn't get as many points as me. And also, I think when you're doing Taskmaster, you do the maths in your head. You go, is this worth fighting?
Yeah.
I knew I'd gotten 5 points.
Yes.
So I think I started arguing at the beginning, being like, this is the most depressing thing I've ever seen. Those are not blown up. You would never make it.
Yeah. Maybe I should have argued against myself. But,
but then I was like, oh wait, I won. Why am I even doing this?
And this task was also after I did it before the candle task. So when I came in to do the candle task, I spoke to Paul about not being able to blow things and stuff.
Right. The other thing was I realized in the moment I was fighting for Karen because Karen had a couple of low scores, and then you scored higher than Karen, which was a travesty.
That wasn't. Yeah.
Next up was impersonate another contestant. If you impersonate the same contestant as someone else, your points will be halved. So the logic of this one is to try and choose someone that no one else will try to impersonate. My first thought was you, Ray. Then I thought there is literally a costume box with a wig that has your hair. And so I was like, well, that'll be too easy.
Yeah.
And everyone else will choose it.
And I think 4 of us quickly ruled out Bubba.
I think I could have made her outfit, but also I'd never met Bubba at that stage.
Yeah, I met Bubba properly after we filmed all the tasks.
Yes.
Yeah, and this one I filmed this task after our team day. This was the one they made me stay behind because I was so behind on all my tasks because I took so long to do them.
Oh my god.
So Paul lied when he said this was done before the team tasks. For me, it was not, but I already knew you, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So first up we had Karen, who was Ray O'Leary.
Yes.
I was weird because I swear I saw a wig that was your hair without green.
Yeah.
But somehow she found a wig
She's put on. Has she put on 2 wigs?
I think she's put 2 wigs on.
I don't know.
But there was a curly wig. I don't know if that got lost. Yeah.
But it's very funny. She told me that she brought up the fact that we were related or dating a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Funny.
Which came up here, yeah. And she also did a bit of my stand-up to Paul.
Yes.
She obviously watched a video of me doing stand-up. Karen's stand-up was good. That's my stand-up. Actually, Karen is a thief. Karen's an absolute joke thief. And she added a few extra words that were unnecessary, I think.
I'm also going to turn this a little bit so that you're more in frame, right?
Sorry. As I was...
No, it's okay. I just felt like I was taking up most of the screen. Oh, beautiful. There he is. There's the boy. There's the boy.
There's the boy. There's the boy. And there's the girl. That's good.
And we've got gender revealed gaming chairs. So it's really good. Okay, so Karen was Ray O'Leary, did a wonderful job.
Yes.
And...
Oh, Jesus. I forgot about what he was
Di
wearing.
Henwood was me. This, I've never looked better. It's so funny. I mean, there was not a brunette wig, I don't think, in the costume box or anything. So he just went with pure platinum blonde, a boob tube, a jacket.
The jacket.
Really, this was...
The Mary Poppins jacket, the jacket you wore for the king. I like
people going, wait, what? No, this is me. This is me, guys. But
the best moment was, I think, they asked Di what his favourite food was, and he said coconut oil.
Coconut oil. Yeah, that's true. I love that coconut oil. Wait, did Josh leave, or is he still here?
I'm not sure. I think he's still here.
Okay, great. I was again doing admin about dinner in my head.
We'll find out in the break. It's another thing.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I can just do it like this. This is our reaction to what's about to happen.
My God, I look like I'm snarling.
This is us all reacting to what's about to happen because they showed me, Bubba, and Ray all together as one because we all decided to be Di Henwood. Yep. This is Bubba as Di Henwood. This is me as Di Henwood. And this is Ray as Di Henwood. We all did this short thing with the knees and the shoes on our knees.
You and Bubba wearing the same shirt and bow tie? Why?
I don't know why we're wearing a bow tie. I think he used to wear bow ties a lot. On 7 days, he used to wear a different bow tie.
But I don't know about that.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't think so.
It was like Paul Ego has the shirts and Di has the bow ties.
It never became a thing. I feel like Di wearing a bow tie was not.
Yes, it was, you stupid.
Oh, it was. Don't call me a little freak. I know you love to call people little freaks.
It feels like an insult that, look at this every fucking photo.
Oh, okay.
He's wearing a bow tie. You searched Di Henwood bow tie. I mean, I did search Di Henwood bow tie. But look, he's wearing a bow tie. He's always playing with his bow tie. Look at this. It's massive.
Okay, all right. He's wearing
a bow tie in every fucking photo. How dare you? How dare you? You have no respect for me. So anyway, we all dressed up as Di.
As Bubba doing Di, as Di says, as a Kamatua, sort of respected Māori elder.
Okay, this is annoying.
Did Bubba tape shoes to her knees as well?
No, I think she was the only one who didn't.
Raw dogging the concrete floor. I know I say this about every single thing I do, but if there was one task where I could ask them to include more of what I had done, I think it would be this one.
Oh my God. We were all played together. We played an even amount of everyone in the task. We all have to have a turn. I had stuff that I said that was funny and they cut it out because that's the nature of the show, right?
I know, but this was just, I felt like this was my most demented, I think I was.
Your little jig was amazing.
Yes. Though. I remember just, Paul asked me what was my favourite sport, and I said karate.
Yes.
And then I out of nowhere said my middle name was Henry, and then Paul was like, "Wait, your full name is Di Henry Henwood." Anyway.
Yeah, that is good stuff. I'd go into sort of the funny banter I did, but they cut it out for a reason. That's what I found in the studio. Sometimes you just go, oh, they cut out this bit, and then the audience don't laugh at all, and you're like, That's why they
That's
cut it out.
why they knew what they were doing.
Yeah. You look like an extra from What We Do in the Shadows. Can we just talk about how different you look?
Yeah, it's insane.
You look like I did not recognize you at all.
No one recognized me. Someone said I look like I have a younger brother, and someone suggested I look like him a lot. But I think it's just maybe I just always have curly hair, and it's the curly.
Maybe I always have curly hair. Some people are speculating that maybe I always have curly hair. Yeah.
I remember standing shirtless in the kitchen, throwing flour in my hair, wondering what the hell I was doing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It was great. And we all got 1 point because he gave us 2 points, but then it was halved because we all did the same thing.
Yes, I think so. Your reasoning for picking Di was like you thought no one else would pick him because he's such an obvious pick.
No. I was worried. I thought you were too easy, and I knew you the best, and I knew Di the second best. And so I think that was my logic. I was like, I won't choose my first instinct, I'll choose my second instinct. And then I thought Karen, and I thought I could do like Karen from Wellington Paranormal. But then again, I thought, it's just a cop outfit. Yeah. So maybe that's too easy. Di's harder. You've got to do a bit of like makeup and like eyebrows and stuff. Yes. Mainly eyebrows. I spent most of my time on my eyebrows.
I think I ruled out Bubba straight away. And then I thought Karen, nobody would think to do Karen, which would mean everyone else would do Karen.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Interesting. I thought it would be too obvious with like Wellington Paranormal because she's got a very clear character and you could just play her character rather than just her.
People saying I look like Neville Longbottom. That is not the first time I've been compared to... I remember walking down the street and a child was like, "You're from Harry Potter." and this was before Neville had become hot. This is
really funny.
Yeah.
Next up, we had a beautiful wedding proposal, and I didn't get a screenshot of this, but there's these petals very clearly leading you to the task, and so all of us were like, "Oh, petals!" I like skipped down the petal path, and you couldn't find it. How long did it take you to find it?
I think I checked the mailbox twice. And I think I looked at the line. I was like, was this always here? Or maybe this is a new, But,
so the task was to get married. The best wedding wins.
Now, Mel, did you do this on your first day?
Yes.
This felt to me like the first big creative task I had to do.
Yes. I think it was my second task.
Yeah.
I think I did the cricket one and then this. G'day, Mel B and Ray O'Leary. How are you both? Congratulations, Mel, for winning back-to-back netball titles, and well done, Ray, for the moral support. You weren't there, Ray.
I wouldn't say I was supporting either. I thought it should have gone to the other girls.
You were supporting, East Brighton. They were a good team. They were a good team.
You should have seen their technique. You should have seen their form. And honestly, anyway.
Okay, we're going to move on to the best weddings. And our first wedding was Karen O'Leary with the most... Oh, no, it wasn't. It was Di Henwood. Sorry. Yeah. First wedding was Di Henwood with this, which I pointed out in the studio, I think. Again, might have got... Actually, no, I think I just said this after...
You go ahead and say, and I won't pass judgment. I'm just letting you know. I'm just going to let you say
No, this is what I mean. I didn't say it in the studio, and it wasn't cut. I said it to Ray, I said it to Di afterwards, saying that his bride looked more like me than his impression of me. Like, this looks more like me.
Now,
lock, like it sort of looks like my hair, looks like my breasts.
And you've got those that beautiful left arm extending right from your head.
Yeah. It's very long arms, long body. I really love the little park setting around the NZ house. It's a great place.
Yes.
It's a great house.
Well, long-armed Mel.
People keep saying, whenever I say netball, they're hearing nipple.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
People don't know what netball is. Whenever I talk about netball or I mention it on TikTok or whatever, people go, did she say nipple team? She got a nipple team? What's a nipple team? Anyway, we're going to move on to...
The Flow Rider DJ, very funny.
Yeah, this was a very funny wedding. And why is he in, like, the waders?
Yes, why did he change outfit for that?
He changed into waders. He must have made some joke about wading and pussy or something that would have got cut for the time slot. I'm just not used to the accent, a dickhead. Where are you from, Tom Sowell? Welcome.
Welcome. My nipple team is looking for members if you want to join.
There's currently only 2.
Actually, it looks like there's a third coming in. So.
Next up was Karen's wedding, which was genuinely very beautiful.
Yes,
the fact that it was raining, I feel like added to it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was just genuinely heartfelt. I think I had nothing more to add to it. She's the... Oh no, Di was actually married, but yeah.
Very sweet. I love the moment where she threw the bouquet and Ray, but I keep saying, I keep looking at you and then just saying your name, and then Paul caught it and was just like,
no, here's the little Paul,
the little like fist pump, kind of just so excited. It was really sweet. It was like. It's like, I don't know, you found like watching Karen's one, you just go like, oh.
Yes, my memory was that Jeremy said something like, that was like such a beautiful, touching, heartfelt wedding. Now, how are we going to follow that up?
Yes, and it was with this. This was genuinely shocking to watch. Like, it was like really like you pulling the wheelchair and it like knocking almost like the like benches you'd laid out with no one on them.
Oh no, knock those over.
You'd like almost like knock them over. This
crouch dance.
You going dun 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 dun, like you making the music yourself whilst pulling. It was so funny to play yours right after Karen's because it was so crazy.
I remember Di in the ad break saying, pulling on a wheelchair with a rope is so grim.
It's really grim.
This one, I think, because it was my first big creative task, I think I just panicked a lot. And I remember I spent most of the time being like, I think I need to make a wedding cake.
I thought that too. I was like, I need a cake, I need like everything. And then you get down to like, you've got an hour. And you're, well, not even that, 30 minutes.
It
was 30 minutes.
Yeah, Ray's production value knows no equal. That's true. And also I remember I went into the kitchen and there was a woman in there just stocking the shelves. I think she just worked in the house, and I spent a time just being like, "Who are you? Are you part of this? What's going on?"
Compared to the UK Taskmaster, I enjoy the Kiwi one so much more. Oh, that's really nice. I love the UK version. I think it's amazing. I love the New Zealand version as well. But you don't often get that as a compliment that people outside of New Zealand prefer the New Zealand one.
Yes,
that's very sweet.
Yes, I tell you, people in New Zealand love to complain about New Zealand comedy.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Mel Ray chat, hype. Thank you. G'day, mate. Hello, Gumdrops, Numbnuts official. I can't speak today. She should have been invited to the weddings. Yes, I really love that first 2. Can't wait to see the 3rd. Amazing.
It was grim. Yeah, I just remember panicking. I think the line was on my mind from the.
And then it resulted in my favourite Jeremy line. And you can tell what word he's saying right now, where he says, I would be genuinely surprised if we saw anything shitter than that ever. It caught me so off guard because he's never been that harsh. Like, he's usually pretty nice. Like, he's quite, like, good with points. He can kind of give you a look that you're like, oh, like, you can get nervous about. But just did pan down the camera. I'll be genuinely surprised if we see anything shitter than that ever. Oh, it got me right. It got me so good. Funny.
I think, or maybe it was another episode, but I think during the ad break, or maybe it was for this. I remember Jeremy saying, like, to you guys, like, don't worry, you haven't seen Ray's yet.
Oh, so good. Next up was Bubba marrying herself in the bathtub and laughing so much at the reveal that she had filled the bathtub with water.
I'm going to message her now and ask. She probably won't reply in time, but I'm going to ask her, why did she fill the bathtub with water? Cause...
I think maybe she just thought it was going to be like a bubble bath or something.
Yeah, but it was when she gets out and and you realise she's so
weird. She gets out and she's just like, yeah, look, you can see her wet there. Like, you can see. She's like...
She's soaked. She's up to her elbows in water.
And then poor though, she spent half the time filling up the bath. You cannot see it at all. It's so funny. I'm Canadian, so any comedy from North America is automatically better than mine. Oh, interesting. I like American comedy, but I think Taskmaster is a different. Like it didn't work in the US. They changed a lot about it. To be fair,
so no prize tasks, I think,
and half an hour.
Yeah,
only.
Panel shows are a very British style
thing.
of comedy.
Yeah. It's so hard. Doesn't translate immediately.
Yes.
Do they not have bath weddings in New Zealand? The closest thing in the US in spirit is Game Changer. Is that the one I see on TikTok a bit? That's kind of like improv.
Oh, is that the one with and is Reece James on it? Is it the
Oh
one?
no, that's the Great American Joke Off, which is basically Mock the Week.
Yes.
But it's really hard because the UK comics have done so many panel shows, and like the US comics are like kind of like what's going on.
Yes. Like the closest the US gets to it is like like Celebrity Squares or
or even podcasts like Comedy Bang Bang and stuff like that is improvised comedy, but it's totally different. It's all character stuff. Taskmaster format in general is just so well thought out. Alex is a genius.
It's the perfect panel show.
It's very true. Next up was My Wedding to My Hand, which was the title of the episode. Your hand can do a better job. This was an insight into my mind of this. I explained it in the episode, but when I was a kid, we were on holiday, and I was doing the thing where I ding the glass, and my friend was like, "What are you going to announce?" And I had to say, "I'm getting married." Got married to My Hand. We did like this fake wedding at the. It was like all this fond memory. So as soon as it came up with like, marry someone you can't marry, like get married you can't marry Paul, I was like, I'll just do that thing. It was just the first thing that came to my mind. Hand in marriage, yes. Taylor Swift genuinely a dream winning, yes. My brain was like, I've had a million ideas, which you can obviously tell, which was like, there needs to be celebrities. There needs to be a magician. Because I was like, you need it to like have entertainment.
Yes.
So like Paul being a magician was like, okay, you're a magician, there's the celebrity, there's drama, there's got to be like, if people need to talk about this wedding to make it good.
The man in your hoodie, the man in the hoodie was meant to be Mel's
Sean, and I put on Joseph, who's one of the producers' jumpers. Handy, that filthy cheater, the Taylor Swift part was great. I actually, watching back at it, my American accent was better than I thought it was.
Yeah, I said to you at the time, but I thought you looked so much like Taylor Tomlinson.
Right.
Hi
Mel, hi Ray. Hello DJ Tasks.
I mean, anything with googly eyes is a win in my book. Well, I spent a lot of time setting up my wedding ring, which was a rubber band with a googly eye glue to it.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
It's not even in there. No, that was. You spend so much time on these little things and no one notices. But I think you and I both had the same instinct, because obviously we didn't know about the second half of the task, which was like, we want to have a wedding, but I don't know, it feels like more interesting to have a bit of drama and have the bride storm out or whatever. Yes.
The problem was that the task was get married, and our one didn't even end with a marriage. Yes. We both sort of took the route of like having drama and instead of actually getting married. So we got 1 point each, which I cannot believe that mine got the same amount of points as this. That is genuinely shocking to me.
Unfortunately, got the same number of points as Ray's disaster. Yeah, as I said in the studio, it's more than I deserved.
Next up is...
Also, Fenella was named after James Musterpick's first girlfriend. It was the first name that came to my head. James Musterpick, very funny New Zealand comedian.
Oh, funny. That's funny. He had a girlfriend. Yeah. Did you debate the 1 point in studio? I think I was just in shock. But also, I couldn't argue against the fact that the task was get married.
Yeah.
I mean, like...
And I was grateful for the 1 point. So
I was like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, next up was our live task, which was one of my favourite live tasks to do, but I think in the edit it was too confusing, so they had to cut it down in a weird way. Yes. This was us all tumbling out of the bathtub.
So I love that's a great expression on you, Mel.
Yeah. So the task was agree with Jeremy, and I think they cut out a few of my wins because I got like 5 in a row at the beginning.
Yeah, we did at least like 10 of them, right?
10 of them. We did like 10 of them. Yeah. And so, why the curtains? Yeah. So, what it was is that Jeremy would point to the one he did agree with, yes, and then they would open the curtains of the people that were wrong, and it was comical because they always looked like sad because they hadn't... Like it would be like a reveal of who was who was behind each curtain, and I think they were going to cut it together a little bit more jump cutty.
Yeah.
And
but my theory is maybe they just thought it was a bit confusing to reveal on the people who had just lost. Maybe.
Yes. So I think that was why they just opened the curtains of the people who won. So it was going to be like, here are the losers. And then they would look sad. At one point, Karen hid out under the bath, so the curtains opened and there was no one there. We were like, wait, where's Karen? And then she came out of the bath. It was really funny. We all dove into baths together. It was like chaos.
There was one about cricket, and I remember I saw everyone who understood cricket getting into the same bath.
Yes.
And so then I think I dived, because Karen tried to keep me out of it, and so I dived in with my legs like hanging out.
Yeah.
And then I think I headbutted Di in the dick doing it. And it was like, it was really chaotic in the live,
and it was so fun,
and we also chatted about Jeremy's opinions after each one. So there was
the best gag that was cut from Di, which was the prompt was, so I had gotten every single one correct at that point because I'd worked with Jeremy a bit and I kind of feel like I understand his opinions. But then
I forgot he owned an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, so it was like Italian food is overrated, and I knew that he owns it. Yeah, he owns a place called Bedford Soda and Liquor that does amazing Italian food. And so anyway, we got to a point where the question was, I don't want to hear people talk about their dreams or something like that. It was like, I don't want to hear people talk about their dreams.
People talking about their dreams is interesting or something like that.
Oh, yes. People talking about their dreams is interesting. And I said yes, because my thought is Jeremy is quite like a really good listener. And I feel like he's the sort of person who like actually would be like, like sometimes I was like, oh, some dreams are you kind of want to listen to. And then Di said, yeah, like Martin Luther King. It was so funny, and it just made Jeremy look like he was like awful, that he would never want to, he didn't hear out that speech.
So funny. Do you also remember, I feel like, I don't think it started it, but I think this was a big contributor to mine, your and Paul's group chat, where we discussed our biggest bombs in each studio record.
Yes, that's right.
Because it was, I forget what it was about. I think it was the one about Ray's suit suits him or whatever. Yeah. And Jeremy said, "I'd like to see you in a navy." And then Paul said like, no, you said I'm more like the Marines or something like that. Oh, that's right. I said like, I'm not really good at boats or in ships or whatever, something like that. Some dumb silly joke. And then did Paul say he said something about the Village People, right?
Yes. Oh, that's my favourite Village People song. And then he said a different song?
Oh yeah, and then I said oh, you mean Macho Man or something like that? I forget.
Yeah, right. Anyway, this was such a waste of time. Why the fuck are we talking about this?
But then Paul hadn't heard me speak, and thinking about himself, he said, that was a shit joke. But to everybody else, it just looked like Paul had heard my joke and just went, that was not very good.
That's right. Okay, we saved it at the end. But it was we were getting into the territory of, here was a boring thing that was cut because of reasons that they were boring.
I knew where it was going.
Okay, all right.
You're straight for the steady hand of Ray.
The New Zealand outtakes on this. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yes, I'd love to. Doing this task, I really, really enjoyed it.
Yes, and you can see a little glimmer of Bubba's tattoo there, which is real. We need to make clear again.
Oh, and also in some promo pics, you can see Bubba's tattoo, but they didn't want to reveal that she got the tattoo. So in some other promo pics, they've like photoshopped
edited
it out.
So
if you look at like cast photos that I think we've uploaded to Instagram, you can see it. But if you look at like videos, trailers that TVNZ have uploaded, they've tried to Photoshop it out.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Another great thing about Taskmaster New Zealand, Paul plays this role so well without trying to be Alex thing. That's what I like about the New Zealand version. I think that neither are trying to be either. Yeah. I feel like Jeremy's not trying to be Greg and Paul is not trying to be Alex. They're just like their own fun little characters.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're in our own space. We're doing our own tasks.
It's funny how people seem to think that Jeremy's deadpan delivery is him actually being bored or actually not interested. But it's just like, that's what he's like all the time, and that's how he delivers. And that's why, like, those lines hit so hard
Yes.
when he says stuff like, I genuinely don't think, I'd be genuinely surprised if we see anything shitter than that
Yeah,
ever.
so
It's
good.
why they just, like, punch you in the gut so
Yes.
hard, because he does keep it up. He keeps up the straight face. And I
Yeah.
honestly think it pays off. Like,
Yes.
it's worth it.
And it's been his comedy persona for forever.
Yeah, absolutely. He's always been like that.
Yeah.
I'd recommend people watch Eating Media Lunch
Yeah.
or some of his earlier stuff. I think it's on YouTube.
Whereas
to be honest.
Tom Gleeson, who's also being himself, but I think some people criticize him for being too similar to Greg, even though he's trying to be himself. There's no way to win. You know?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. And I think Tom is so good at
Tom is great as a
Yeah.
great Taskmaster as well. Next up is our winner, which was Karen, and this is Karen with Eilish. And then you can see a little bit of John Warner in the corner
Yes.
clapping.
That's right. I forgot. That's right. I said, and she paid him rent. Yeah, she paid him my rent. That was nice. Did Bubba actually meet either of you before she got the tattoo? Yes, she had met me.
We had met before she got the tattoo, but we did not know each other very well.
I would say I would argue I don't think I know anyone well enough for them to tattoo my face to their body.
That is the end of the episode. I need to screenshot the rest of the next episode, so we're going to take a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Feel free, just talk amongst yourselves. I might Ray can reply in the chat.
I'll reply in the. I'll rack you guys up.
Ray will reply in the chat, but it will say Melanie Bracewell, so please do not defame me. That will be screenshotted and ruin my life. And yes, so we're going to pause. I'm just going to edit the last few screenshots, and we'll be back in a few minutes, like 3 or 4 minutes. And we'll see you guys soon. We're back,
Okay.
baby. Whoop,
back.
whoop, whoop, whoop. That was so quick. I'm so smart.
Yes, that's true.
Do you want to reply to that just vocally?
Yeah, did Ray's landlord know he was going to be given away as a prize for this episode? Or was he told in advance what would happen with respect to the winner? Yeah, like I tried to send him a link to TVNZ on demand, but like he doesn't know how to send PDFs on email and stuff. You know, like it was going to be difficult. I think he kind of got the gist of it. Like I was like, I need you to stand on stage and wave at the end.
Yeah. Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to make it so
Yeah, of
it still
course.
auto scrolls. I don't know if, but I've been the winner of episode 1 this season. You'd have to pry Di's coffee maker out of my cold dead hands. The problem with me winning as well is that I had rights to these prizes, but I did have a limited baggage allowance to come back to Australia. So some of the things I was like, oh, I genuinely. I won the episode where I gave the Where's Wally prize, and someone from the crew went like, "Where'd you get that? I am the biggest Where's Wally fan in the world. I like love having all this Where's Wally themed things." And I told him the website, and on the last day I'm like, "Oh, you can have it." I just forgot that I could just I was like, "Oh no, wait, like you can just have it. Like I don't need it." In my brain I was like, "Oh, I'll put it on my like I've got a shelf of little like figurines and stuff. I'll put it on there." I've met this guy who's a huge fan. I'll give him the website you can buy it from.
I've been looking for these. It's so funny. I've been looking for a Where's Wally thing everywhere.
Yeah.
They're just always in these huge crowds.
It was $120. So that was a generous gift.
Yes.
Do you know Sam Campbell?
Yes.
Yes, I do know Sam Campbell, and I cannot wait to see him on the UK Taskmaster. He is going to be amazing.
Yes, I've seen a photo of him from the final episode in the studio, and it's deranged.
Oh my God, you have to show me that photo afterwards.
But yeah, Sam Campbell, he started commenting on some of my photos.
You can't scroll up because it's not going to
sorry.
auto scroll. It's got to be down at the bottom.
Sorry, yeah.
Otherwise,
He started commenting on some of my photos on Instagram, and I don't anyway.
What's he been saying?
He's been
I know.
He commented one that said, "You've stolen a lot of people's innocences."
He's so funny. If you've seen him, like his Instagram is not Sam Campbell, it's McDonald's Comedy.
Yeah.
And look at his Instagram, and he did his own like version of the opening sequence.
Yeah.
Where
That was so
like
funny.
it's so funny. He's just like played other people's like Taskmaster.
No, it's the Jackass crew.
Oh, it's the Jackass crew.
It's
right.
Wee Man and Johnny Knoxville.
That's right. Yes, I was like, wait, what are the other bits? Because he cuts in him. It's the Jackass crew, and then he's like sitting on top of a fridge going and like cut in between with the Taskmaster music.
But Sam Campbell, he's going to be so crazy.
Has Di responded to your
I
message?
messaged Bubba. I messaged Bubba. I did feel my phone vibrate, but I suspect she hasn't replied to my
many
messages. I think anyway, it's fine.
Our manager's just messaged us saying you have to do a podcast because she's lolling.
Oh really?
Do you know what you I kept like I had
she hasn't messaged me.
I had suggested a podcast with you. No, it's our group chat.
Oh, yeah.
I had suggested a podcast with you so long, a podcast with you, and you haven't been jumping at the opportunity that I have been reaching out to other people or cheating on you.
Oh, really?
I've asked Josh as well. I was like, Josh, we should do a podcast because Ray is not leaping at the opportunity to be doing a podcast with me. Anyway,
what's the new show Sam Campbell's going? He's going on Taskmaster. It's this little indie show that they're trying out in the UK. It's a lot like the New Zealand version, but I find the host isn't very charismatic.
Next up is There Had to Be Blood, which I also named this episode.
Yes, I looked at this mask and said, whose eyes are those?
Yes, you were like, whose are those? Wait, maybe they aren't yours. Are they yours? Or are they Karen's?
Oh, it could be Karen's actually, but I do have hazel eyes behind these hazel eyes.
I don't think those are your eyes. I think those might be Karen's eyes.
Yeah.
Now that because look at there's definitely no hair here.
There was one interesting comment, that I keep trying to look for, but it was something about there should be a task that is completed by a random member of the contestant's family, and the contestant can do nothing but sit there and watch it unfold. That would be would you want to see your mum try to do a task?
I think you could involve a family member, but you probably want the contestant to have to be involved in some way.
Yes.
Because the problem with getting people who aren't comedians is that they're not always got you want someone who knows comedy to like be able to bounce off it.
Yeah.
I think it's a fun idea, but I think it should be like you have to work together in something rather than...
that'd be great.
Yeah. Next up is There Had to Be Blood, and our prize task this week was the most braggable about item, and Bubba brought in the Samoan flag, and she had great stories behind it. All the gigs she was doing in South Auckland, and that her flag had been through the ringer. That she's like brings it everywhere.
Dog wears it.
Yeah, totally.
To answer your question, we don't ever choose what the quote is. I don't know who decides at the production office.
The names of the episodes are just a quote from the episode that they don't want to spoil it, so it's never really like the name of like a task that gives away too much. It's often in the studio. It's not like a quote from the film tasks.
Yeah. Not all of ours so far have been from the studio.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I gotta say, Bubba is like, I think she's quite. I mean, this is corny, but it's like quite inspirational what she's done in the sense of like I feel like if I lived in New Zealand and there wasn't a comedy scene, I would just probably not do comedy. I wouldn't be like, I'm just going to organise a gig in my backyard.
And amazing. And it was huge, and there were so many people there.
She's like a proper, and she told, I think, did she tell us that she hired the gang, the mob to she had like Black Power or someone doing security at her event.
Oh, wow.
And they all loved the show so much they all like went in her driveway and revved their motorbikes and stuff.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
She's so awesome.
Yeah.
She genuinely like that's a good point, that like if there's any barrier to comedy, like a lot of people just won't do it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like the effort of getting up on stage is already so hard that like if there's anything in your way, like the idea that she has managed to do that despite all of this shit, like, oh my god.
Yes,
awesome.
I love hearing stories about like people who like bust to other towns to do like a terrible open mic to 10 people. I was like, and I would never have done that.
Yeah, totally. We're just lucky in New Zealand. It's small enough, but we have a great comedy scene that it actually is quite. That's why there's so many comedians, I think, in New Zealand, I think per capita. Like, because the classic exists and you could do a gig on a Monday night. And I know the episode titles have never come from Jerry or Paul. We're often Greg and Alex name episodes. I don't know.
I didn't know.
I have no idea who chooses it.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea who decides it.
Yeah, and I don't know that Greg or Alex named any in the UK. I assumed it was always the contestants, because I think it's always the contestants in New Zealand as well.
Yeah. Next up was, I brought in my cousin Michael's. I look so like I'm the only one celebrating.
Not your
prize.
uncle?
No, not my uncle. My uncle's not a current player. He's a bit old.
Okay.
No, it's my cousin Mike, who just followed me on Instagram. He followed me like maybe a week ago, but I was like, oh, Mike Bracewell. Oh, right. Because
he saw that
full disclosure, I have never met Michael. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. So, because my dad didn't grow up with his siblings,
that's right.
I haven't met a lot of my cricket relations.
That's so wild to me. Like I've got like I'd say close to 100 cousins, and I think I've met them all.
Yeah, it's just like some of them got so successful that they're not like really around, and
she's talking about herself. She's talking about herself. All right, okay. Some of us have moved to Melbourne. Some of us are hosting a show called The Cheap Seats. Just we have time.
Yeah. Okay. So I just got my dad, who like happened to be going down to visit my uncle that weekend. I was like, oh my god, can you please try and find it? Just because
a sweaty jersey.
Yeah. So for context of like why there's a lot of cricket chat is like Jeremy is like one of the biggest like cricket fans ever, and so you're appealing to the Taskmaster. So I brought a cricket thing, and so did Karen. Oh. Wasn't Karen next. Anyway, Di brought in a Warriors themed Lion Red. For those who don't live in New Zealand, it is not a boutique brewery. It is a pretty massive brewery that's quite cheap, I would say.
Yeah, it's foul.
Yeah. You don't like beer in general.
I don't like beer in general, no.
And then we had Karen with this How's Art?
Yes.
I need to show my photo now.
Did you have a screenshot of inside the book?
Yes, I do have it.
Okay, great.
I just had to look at my little Taskmaster folder.
I think we definitely chatted about Karen's in particular a bit more.
This is it here.
Oh, yeah.
This is about my
yes.
Uncle John. John Gary Bracewell was born in 1958 in Auckland on the 15th of April and is an all-round cricket player. Bracewell is approximately 188 centimetres, 6'2" tall, and weighs 83 kgs. Bracewell is married to Bernadette and on the cricket pitch has the nickname Braces. He went to Tauranga Boys College and the person he would have most liked to have met was the Queen, but he met her. Love that.
So it's like the person
so
we wish.
cute. This is just what she wrote about him.
Very cute that way. Not as cute if the letters were all cut out from a magazine.
Yeah. Would like to meet was the Queen, but he met her.
But he met her. That makes me really think of us arguing about things you wish you could take on a plane.
Yes, totally.
But I don't know if the second page of Karen's thing, I think we noticed that it said like a great improvement on your first home.
Yes.
Like there was a passive aggressive comment from the teacher.
I don't have a screenshot of that, but that's great.
It was a great thing to bring in, I think, a very cool thing from Karen's past.
Do you feel like doing this, like going through the pictures? It feels like we've like been on holiday and we're showing got a story for every fucking thing, because we are talking a lot about every single like it's been an hour and a half and we're only at the prize task of the second episode. We're just like, oh my god, and this just takes me back, doesn't it? Doesn't it take? I told them my whole family history.
Right. Yeah, Karen's, you wouldn't believe.
Ray brought in Tall Poppy. Another great gag.
Thank you. I was so proud of myself when I thought of this one. It's currently outside John Warner's property. I left it in New Zealand.
Amazing.
I just did a silly dumb gag. I remember, I think when Jeremy gave Bubba a lot of points, I tried to argue that my $14 Poppy from the warehouse was also the reason why I made it onto the stage. But he wasn't having it.
Yeah. Yes, this was very funny. And then you just did a bit of your stand-up.
Yeah, and then I did a bit of my stand-up.
That's cheating.
Yeah, it was. I talked to my friends about it. They were like, don't do it.
We're ashamed of you.
Yeah, we're deeply ashamed.
This is almost more fun than watching the show itself. Well, I can't work out if you love this or you hate the show. So true. Next up was...
Paddy and Selma holiday slideshow vibes. Oh, God.
Exactly. The next task, we need to move on because I'm getting hungry. The next task was a two-parter.
Yes.
So we all got married, and then the next task was we had to break up our marriage.
Yes,
the messiest breakup wins. Love this, and the show can't say enough good things. No, I'm kidding.
I disagree. I think you could say a few more good things.
Next up is this was Di's breakup, where he honestly, the problem with making this contraption is you're waiting for you're like, oh my god, this is going to be like a trebuchet. It's gonna fling.
Yes.
You were like, I was getting so excited by the amount of craftsmanship that had gone into this that I was like ready to see it, see this wife fly across. He pulled it. She just kind of slid down. And
it was
then
lucky not to hit Di in the head, really.
And then he said, oh no, she's looking at me. And then ran away, which was very funny.
I think that was cut as well, but it was my favourite bit of Di studio banter where he talked this long nonsense about
the backstory.
About the backstory of her cheating on him, about how she snuck into his brother's tent and he's blind as a bastard. All these weird extra
little details.
Yeah.
Because Jeremy would sometimes ask a question like that, and sometimes you just your instinct. He'll be like, "Well, then what happened after that, or what led to that in this fantastical world you've created?" And you go, "I don't know. I was just being funny." It's not real, Jeremy. I was just having a laugh. Haven't even used up half of the good things quota. I'll work on some compliments. It's very
not
sweet.
Up to Josh Thompson's standards. No, Josh is maybe the most technically adept person who's ever been on Taskmaster ever.
Absolutely.
I've complimented him on those skills, and he downplays it. But it's like the trick or treat thing he made was incredible.
I loved his air horn. You open the door and the air horn. Was that the trick or treat?
Yes.
Oh my god, I got confused. Okay, next up is me.
Yeah, so good.
me cutting off my arm because that was the most logical thing to do. Like, how else do you break up with your hand?
Yeah.
Like, you have to sever yourself from your hand.
Yeah, so good.
So, another bit of inside knowledge, speaking of Josh Thompson, is Josh Thompson directed the series.
Yes.
So he was there every day helping us with this sort of stuff. Yeah. So the person squirting blood on my face right now is Josh Thompson, who went very hard. I was like, we could water it up, like, stop. I don't want to make that gesture, but like, add some water and make it like, so you could have it in a spray bottle. Yeah. Was my thought. It was like, spray some on my face. Yeah. And then he just had a bottle of paint and just shook it up and then just went like all over me, ruined my favourite bra. Could
you not wash it?
No, I washed it, but it's still got red patches on it.
Did you think about using tomato sauce?
I think so, but I think it was easier to use. So I just had grabbed a whole bunch of stuff that I knew I wanted.
Yeah. You got that great.
And then this was me, like straight afterwards, just like in the forest, and it was the last task I did of the day, and ready to go home. Fake blood from a party store. I had 30 minutes. I don't have time to go to a party store. What do you think? There's a party store in the farm? Yeah, where's the party store?
We forgot to tell you.
We had a party store.
We forgot to tell you guys, but just beyond the dock, there is a party store. That's right. It's best mystery of breakup. So then I cut off my hand. I was happy with how it turned out. It looked really legit. I was actually worried uploading it to TikTok that the algorithm would say that it was like violent or something. And my task was this is too realistic. That was my big issue when I watched you saw your hand off, is I thought you were really cutting off your hand.
I thought it looked pretty good.
It did look. It
looked good in like a hacky horror way, which I wanted.
Yeah, and Karaios actually uploaded a TikTok, and the one where he was stabbing the can with knives. He was trying to spill the beans. And apparently that got taken down by TikTok for violence.
Knives. So I'm glad I used a saw. So a knife does get... Because I did one where I did impressions of Villanelle. I sometimes look a little bit like Jodie Comer with makeup. Again, same with the Jacinda thing. Like, I can use makeup to make myself look like people.
Who the hell is Jodie Comer?
Jodie Comer from Killing Eve.
Okay.
So she's like a psychopath in that. And I held up a knife to do the impression. And... it got suppressed, and I spent so long on it. It was so sad. So I'm glad I used a saw, which I don't know if you can see is covered in like 3 layers of duct tape, because I'm miming, but like it was a real saw.
Yes,
like
it freaked me out watching.
Really? Yeah. So it's covered in duct tape, but then there was also like there's still friction, so you're scared it's going to come through the duct tape, and violent stabbing is no go. Gleeful sawing is okay. Yeah.
Open mouth when sprayed by paint was a bold choice.
I was like screaming, and I did not know it was going to come in that. This is, I'm worried that people are going to have a field day with this. You just need a colour corrector, and you're going to have a fun day.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just saying.
AKG's a shampoo.
And should have broken up in Austria.
Maybe there are
the Austrian embassy, because you were going to go to the embassy.
Oh, is that why? Oh, yeah. International.
Had to look away for a bit. Pretty graphic. Thank you.
That is where the party store is.
Okay, next up. Let's move on from this. Maybe I do need to zoom this out a bit to show you in bed with a lion. Sorry, this is the worst screenshot of it.
This is a photo... people going to be able to see? That's a photo Josh Thompson took of me. I just found that in our chat together.
Oh wow, you and the lion look so beautiful together.
Thank you. Yes, this was I had to do. This was my last task of the day, and I remember the producer and Josh coming up to me and saying, we might not be able to show Fenella committing suicide, so I had to film like an alt take where she didn't commit suicide. But I was like, they were like, you still want to do it? I was like, yeah, I still want to do it. And I remember, maybe from the dark, twisted mind of Ray O'Leary. But I thought, in my head, I was like, I feel like the divorce came out a lot better than the wedding. But I think the wedding ended up being a lot funnier for how bad it was. Than
the wedding was like, had a lot of, hey, thank you, Bill Baggs, for the subscription. Yeah. Welcome to the club.
But I remember, the last thing I did on the day was like, push her off the balcony. And I just remember looking out, and like she just made such a loud noise. And the woman from the art
Stop
department.
saying she. It's really unsettling.
But I remember Emily from the art department had her
Someone's redeemed hydrate with their points.
hands. Oh, are we only supposed to take a drink of water if someone points us?
No, you can drink water,
okay.
but it's weird. It's like I need to come up with better channel point rewards, but it's just one of the default ones. It's like drink some water, and it just makes people feel like they've got a little bit of control over your life.
Oh, I would love a glass of water.
Don't you have it?
Yeah, I do, but when the chat deems I'm worthy of it. But I just remember the lady for the art department just looking so shocked and horrified, and just. But yeah,
funny.
So this was one of the few things that I was told, like, maybe you shouldn't do this.
Yeah, true. Someone said it's meant to be a kind reminder. Well, Damp Pudding said, it's meant to be a kind reminder for people who sit there for 8 hours. It is true, because you do stream for, some people stream all day and they just forget to drink water.
Yeah.
Ray, you want to have a turn at hydrating? Everyone's claiming hydrate. Oh my God, so loud. Don't ever do that again. Why was it so loud?
Oh, boy. Oh, that was real.
Why did it sound so full on?
Oh, that's good.
Straight into the mic. Oh, thank you for the bits. Thank you for cheering. Really appreciate it. The slurpiest. Oh my God, let's move on to this.
Oh, this was
which
phenomenal.
Was so good. Again, just so many reveals in this. Oh, I've cropped it badly. You can't even see. There is a mini Bubba. That was so funny. We lost our minds when this is a reveal. Like marrying herself. My favourite line was, no, you can explain.
Yes,
which was so good.
Such a genius joke.
Such a funny line.
Yeah, such a good, like, subtle, clever, really clever.
Such a clever joke. And then to reveal that she had, like, a kid.
Yes.
So funny. The point, like, I had to screenshot our reaction.
Yes, we loved it.
Die with this, like, click. Yeah, so funny. It was genuinely, like, so good. Does anyone have 10k channel points? I don't even know what that is. Yeah. Is that like I have to interview someone or something? I can't remember.
Or can they ban us from ever drinking again? Is
that I don't know. Next up is the maze task, which was guide a blindfolded teammate through the maze. If you touch the rope, you must start again. If you repeat a word, you must start again. So you have to try and guide this person who can't see and not say the same word. The problem when you're guiding someone, and even if you say a word, and this team fucked it up a lot, is you just go like, even if you say like a random word and you go like potato, like you want to repeat it, like it's just the instinct to repeat it. And
I think with having, there's a lot of debate in the Taskmaster fandom about like whether or not, one team tends to have an advantage if they're in 3 or 2 or whatever. But I think this was one where I feel like across the season it was pretty equal in terms of like
some were easier for the team of 3 and some were easier for the team of 2.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this was one where it was definitely harder for the team of 3 because your first instinct would be to be like, if this person talks, they're one word. I go towards them. If this person talks, I go towards them.
Yes.
And that just screws you up.
That was the first thing. Like the first thing to figure out is like how you got to communicate. Yeah. But then, like halfway through, and I couldn't explain to you that this is what I was doing, is that I realized, I should just be in the direction so that you walk towards the direction that the sound is coming from. But we never explained that, and I was to your side, being like forward, and then once you run out of like words to say.
Yes,
that
straw heap.
Then I had to like be just at the point to pull you towards me, and I'm glad you did. Glad you picked it up with your fingers, and then I knew when you're pointing that you would be.
And so I saw somebody put up a thing. There's do the handy O'Leary or something, and it's like it's just me doing this through the maze.
And with the eyes, it's so funny.
I think I did it through the studio again. So what did you say? Hando, Nando, Mando. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, never said I had to be real words, but I did try to do real words. I said hand, and then as I was running out, I didn't want to repeat myself, so then I said Nando's. So I said hand Nando's, and you did hear Nando's because you referenced it later in the task.
And there was also a drone flying overhead that sounded. It was also making like a noise. And Paul also started trying to distract me as well.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he kept running off to different points and being like, "Hi, Ray," and I was like, "Paul, I can't really talk right now."
Yeah. I was thinking, but I think you still need to have a good system, even though we had a team of 2, and I was glad that my system worked.
Yeah, and you came up with that like straight away. I
think that was just my thing of like, it's not. Like, as if you saying a word, it's like, it's done.
Yes.
And so I think that I was like, okay, if you just like, my first thought was just to make noises.
Yeah.
And then, because like if you just make it, that's not a word.
Yeah.
So you're not repeating a word. But I was like, maybe that'd be boring to watch or something. Like coming up with new words is fun.
Yes, it was genius on Mel. I think. Oh, maybe afterwards we tried to crawl under the rope, but we would have bumped it if we had done that. We're too tall.
It had to be a full army crawl, which is what Karen did, and this was so funny. It was so funny when I laughed so hard because it was like R words are right and L words are left, and then Bubba just yelling, "Racist!" and her teammate. So funny.
So good.
And then and then this is Bubba saying the same word twice, like I can't remember what it was, but like octopus, and then Karen just falling to the ground in defeat. It was so funny, and I was so glad. You always are glad to watch the other team because you go, "Oh, we've cracked this." It's confirmation that we cracked this and that this was funny.
Yes,
which is us.
Yes, also very clever. They've got a bit of corn, some maize on the plinth. That's their little task clue.
Oh, I see. I mean, you don't really need a clue when it's right there.
Yeah,
but
this one. I remember being in the maze, being like, "Oh, I should have looked at the maze before we just walked in. We could have tried to check like how many turns there needed to be or whatever."
There would be because the other team knew exactly what the maze looked like, and it does not help at all because you are blindfolded. So you just you lose your orientation very quickly. I love how at the beginning you start with these massive strides and then it goes to shuffling.
Yes, I quickly realised I needed to point the way I was going to go.
Yeah, I was worried because I said 2 different types of hair that I was going to be, because I said hair, like come here, and then I said hair piece at the end. And I was like, that's why I changed from hair. I was just going to finish on hair and then change it to hair piece at the end because I was worried that they would argue that hair and hair are the same word, but they're not the same word, they're homonyms. So I was so I came well armed into the studio to be like different words, but it never came up.
Homophones.
Is it homophones or hominin?
What's the one? The chat will know.
Homophones? Maybe it is homophones.
Homophones means they sound the same. Homonyms, are they different? Homophones sound the same.
Well, then what's homonym?
Yeah, what is homonym? Homonym has same meaning. Oh, okay. Oops, sorry, I corrected you for no reason.
Interesting. Anyway, moving on. Hello, Saint Chives. Welcome to the chat. Homonym and homophone mean the same thing.
That's wild that here and here are homophones in NZ English.
Yeah. I'm so confused.
Are people asking about Australia when it's October 8th, I think, is when it comes out in Australia legally.
Automod held a message that said, "I fucked it." Yeah. I'm so sorry, Tom.
Homonym, each of 2 or more words having the same spelling or pronunciation but different meanings and origins. Watch Guy Montgomery's Guy Mont spelling. No.
Oh, so homonym has to be spelt the same as well.
Homonym, each of 2 or more words having the same spelling or pronunciation
but
different
meanings and origins. So I was right.
No, but homophones are 2 different words that sound the same, aren't they?
But that's what he's saying that homonyms are.
Oh, this team is homophone, each of 2 or more words having the same pronunciation but different meanings, origins, or spelling. For example, new and new. Yeah, so homophones are here and here.
But a homonym could be read and read.
Homophone is sound. Homonym is sound or spelling.
So it could be, read and read is not a homophone. So read and read is not a homophone, but it is a homonym. But which and which is a homonym and a homophone. That's what they're saying.
I'm feeling homophobic.
Anyway, next up.
Oh, yes.
This was me so excited and forgetting that you're blindfolded and going to hug you, and you just getting such a fright. Oh, goodness.
I saw somebody online say that I think Ray knows he's lucky to have been paired with Mel.
That's great.
I think it's true. I think I always felt like I had brought a real David Baddiel vibe to the task, and I was like a little weight around your ankle as the most competent. And
can't wait for episode 10.
Is it the final one?
Final episode is a great team task. Yes. Great team task. Great. So many great tasks to come, guys. There's still 4 more episodes, and I think we just get better and better. Yeah.
There's episode 7.
Episode 7. Ray's very excited for episode 7. Next up was
Celebrate.
The task was to use the entire role of Celebrate in the Celebrate. Oh my God, I'm having a stroke.
I thought Bubba was going to be in our team. I thought I was going to be in a team of 3. Or paired with Karen. Anyway.
Yeah, right, the O'Learys together.
Yeah.
So, tape. It
most
was used,
brilliant.
The full length of tape in the most brilliant way. Yeah. Most brilliant usage of the tape wins. Me and Bubba both went for art.
Yeah.
I stand by my art.
Yeah, that's good.
It has a message. Consumerism. We're so attached to all the things in our life that we can't even look up and see the world around us. We're so physically attached. I'm attached to my phone.
I reckon you had a 20-minute time limit and ran to the shed and just taped a bunch of shit to yourself.
We had 20 minutes. We had 20 minutes. This was It was on the first day for me,
same.
For sure. And I remember I walked all the way back to the house with it all taped to me because I thought it would be funny. Yeah. They didn't use it, but it's the saddest thing was walking into the house and just pulling a duck off my chest and an abacus,
And then they all come in to get it from you, being like, we have to put this back.
And yes, the tape was in my hair. Same with the blood. It was so hard to get the blood out of my hair. It wasn't real blood. It was paint, but yes.
No, you did the cricket task on your first day, which I didn't do on my first day. But I think I did 2 tasks that were cut. One was that 2-parter task that was cut.
Yes.
And then my third task, I think, was the sellotape one.
Ah. Interesting.
Yeah. So I did this and the wedding and the divorce on the same day.
You're featuring on having paid attention anytime soon? Maybe. Not telling. It's a secret. Next up, we had Bubba's art, which was hanging Paul, and it didn't work.
Sadly, Paul is still alive.
Love Bubba. She didn't have a meaning.
Okay.
It didn't have my art. I reckon you can see that in exhibition. It would be what is it?
Absolutely.
Capitalism. There's problems with it. You two and Aaron Chen, best guest ever. Thank you very much. Will you be on Thank God You're Here? Secret. No one knows who's going to be on Thank God You're Here. Yeah. But yes. Bubba hung Paul from the rafters.
Which I think she'd been wanting to do for a while. You could definitely see it in the exhibition, but you'd be annoyed if you paid an entry fee. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Paul also. Another thing about Bubba, which I think we've forgotten to mention, is that Bubba. She always referred to the show as the game. and you can see in the very first cricket task, she says, "I hate this game."
Yes. She looked so excited when she asked if she could do this. She was like, "I've been meaning to hang Paul for some time." Next up was Karen, who made a cricket ball, and they play cricket, and we saw Paul give the funniest, worst cricket ball of all time. It
so good.
Basically hit himself in the feet.
So bad.
But Lots of fun. Same with Di. He had his dumbwaiter, which I didn't know what a dumbwaiter was.
Oh, really? You haven't played Pajama Sam?
No.
Are You Afraid of the Dark? Is that the one? Don't
You
be afraid
were
when it's
saying
dark
words
outside.
and none of it makes any sense to me.
The chat's going to back me up. That's how I know what a dumbwaiter is, because it was there we go, Pajama Sam in all caps. It's but yeah, it's a dumbwaiter, which is old school hotel or old school thing in 2-story houses where you where it was just a little tray, I guess, that went from the top floor to the bottom floor.
Yes. We didn't have a lot of time. 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even think now of what I would have done if I had more time.
Oh, everyone's talking about when they first heard about dumbwaiters. Reminiscing. Pajama Sam, bro, that game.
You stream Love You on the Cheap Seats. Thanks so much. Thanks for joining me on the stream. We're moving on to Ray taping Paul to the train tracks. Paul looks like a mannequin here.
Yeah. I maybe this was the second time I got him to lay down. The one time he fell down pretty hard.
There's gonna be 2 times you laid down. One time when I put you on the train tracks.
I forget Paul. Did I tape his upper body first? I think I remember Paul was like, "Are you going to tape my legs, or else I'll just stand up and walk away?" And I was like, "Oh, good point."
Oh my gosh! And you had to use all the tape as well.
Yeah, so I used it all taping him up. I don't know what I was thinking.
I can't think of anything else I would do that was like.
Afterwards, I was like, I should have taped mine and Paul's leg together, and we should have done a 3-legged race.
I think what you did was better. Because how is that brilliant?
Yeah, that's true.
That's the thing. That's what I got caught on, like brilliant. So that's why I felt like
an art piece.
You have to be like, oh, that was so brilliant. And yours was more art than ours. It was so great.
I also taught my sister her first wheel.
Zathura was the movie.
Oh, is that the sequel to Jumanji? Anyway, but this was definitely my first task where I was like, I've just done something I never write or film sketches. And this was completely out of my wheelhouse.
So fun. You did so well. Next up was the live task, which was my favourite live task we did the whole time. But it was originally an individual task, so we all had our own remote control cars, and it was basically like the last person to get an egg bear loses. Like, it was like in order of who gets an egg bear first, but because they had one of the remote, I think even a couple of them were just fucking up. Yeah. And so they had to turn it into a team task and just use 2 of the cars that were working. And it was you and me, and we had to get 3 eggs down.
I think we went in already tied first.
Yes, so I was kind of like, definitely trying to win because you want to win, but also thinking like, oh, if I've won enough episodes that I feel like I'm not like gunning for it as hard.
Yes,
I
would have loved to have won. I think I got one pretty quickly.
You got one like your first go. I'm pretty sure it was like your first go at it.
Yeah,
and I was like, whoa, this is so easy.
Yeah, and then it was a nightmare.
It was so hard.
And because the cars stuffed up, it took ages to set up. I think we had to revise and replan what they were going to do and stuff. And
the controls.
Yes.
So people might be confused at why we kept going off the edge. Like, surely just the wheels are straight. Yeah. Just let it go. So the controls are that's accelerate, that's turn. Yeah. But your brain wants to turn to accelerate. Yeah. Because you're like on a motorbike. Yeah. So all the time you get there, and then you go to turn it to accelerate, and you just go, because it's not left and right, it's like front and back. And so you're just like, you get to the top, and all of us just went, and I was like, fuck, every time you just keep forgetting.
Every instinct.
Do not turn the knob.
Every instinct in your body is telling you to fiddle with
it's the one that I got, I had to have my hand off the thing to not do it. I just had to go one hand and be like, don't turn it, just get it to the point, and then let go, and then just drive it down as slowly as you can, because it was such a steep ramp that the egg would fly off if you went too fast.
And so I'm not sure who went first on their team, but I believe on the other team, when their car hit the ramp, they I think they knocked the wheels out of the axle or something. I think they stuffed their car straight away. Well, that's what they claimed, but But we might just be better at driving cars.
No, I don't know. I can't remember that.
I
But
don't even
anyway,
have my license.
I fucked up because I thought pulling the windscreen off,
Yes.
pulling the windscreen up would give it more stability.
Yeah, because we're trying to hold the egg in there and make sure it didn't roll out.
Yes, and then I broke the windscreen.
Yes,
and I was
making
like,
it so much
wait,
harder.
how do we do this? I think we figured out another way. Like I went landscape maybe after I pulled
we
it all off.
we put the egg in landscape mode.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe, and that helped us towards the end.
Yes. And I wrote that you are strong like a gorilla or something, and Jeremy read out you are hung like a gorilla.
Yes.
And then the health and safety guy who did my backflip, Jonathan, he sent me a screenshot of factoids about gorilla penis length, and it is deeply insulting to say you are.
Yes. Okay. So you said you were strong like a gorilla. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Which is a great compliment.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but Jeremy chose to read it the way he did.
yes. Okay. And then you got the final one, and so Di and Karen tried to sabotage it, which was so smart.
No, this is your final one. You were, and I was chanting you on this. We had been.
Oh yes, because you got two, and then
Yeah.
it was like I have to get the final one.
Yes, and it was. I don't know. It had been taking so long, and just. I don't know. It was the most excited I've clearly been. I was like, it was so thrilling.
Yeah, it was so thrilling because
Yes.
it was almost like everyone got to go. We had to go home as well.
Yes.
Like it was very exciting. And then that led to our second tiebreak of the season.
Yes,
And
only the third tiebreak ever in all of Taskmaster New Zealand.
yeah,
And oh yes, no, but this task, the tiebreak task. Was one of my favourite tasks to do. I think I left it being like, oh, I really stuffed that up. I hope it makes it onto air.
yes. The other thing with the tiebreak tasks,
Do you have a
you
screenshot
don't know.
of
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
But this is this is my
Great
screenshot
prize.
of it. The tiebreak tasks don't give you an extra point. But you don't know you're doing a tiebreak task when you're doing the task. They
Yes.
don't go, this is a tiebreak. They
Yeah.
just say, like, here's your next task.
They're not like, do this one quickly.
Yes, totally. And so at that point, you're like, I don't really need to win the tiebreak task because,
Yeah.
like, winning the episode is totally fine.
Yeah.
But you don't get an extra point for it.
No.
So...
But as soon as this one popped up, the way, and also in the studio, the way it works is they played Mel's attempt in full first and then my attempt in full first, and they didn't edit them together.
They did. Oh, in the studio.
Yeah, in the studio.
Oh.
Yes, and when mine started playing, I was just immediately talking so much slower than you. Like it was like just so obvious.
So obvious that you were not going to win.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and this one as well. So this one was also, I was told, was not meant to be a tiebreaker task.
Oh, right.
And they intended it to be a full task, and like because it was tricky, like one where we. But I think they realized in retrospect that the final, because at the end of the task it says, "Lie down. Your time started when you opened the envelope," or whatever it said.
Yes.
But I think they realized, we shouldn't have written "lie down," and we should have made it a bit more confusing. And because I think the hope was like we'd open the envelope, be like, "What the hell is this?"
Yes.
And try to figure, be like, I'm like mine said I couldn't sit in a chair or say the word spaghetti or whatever, and
Yes, totally.
but I think it was too obvious to figure out what the task was.
But I think eventually you'd go back to the beginning and it's like lie down, and then
Yeah.
he would go your time. Like you would do the first thing anyway. So I
Yeah.
think rewording it wouldn't have changed it that much.
They
Make
need
it
to
an extra
shift.
seconds of content.
Yeah, they need to shift lie down into the middle maybe of the task.
Yeah, right. Okay.
But yeah, they didn't include it, but I opened up the envelope and then I closed it and I looked around to try and see if there was a clue or a hint as to what the task might be.
Funny.
Yes.
And then I won, and I wore my cousin's cricket shirt, and I used your poppy as a cricket bat.
Yes, great.
And that is the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And the end of the stream.
Yes, everyone does all the tiebreak tasks. Like
Yes.
we've already hydrate. I can't wait for this. But the coffee cup task, I did that. There was that was
all of the tiebreak tasks.
that was one of my
those.
last ones
Yeah.
I did, I think.
Yeah. Okay, stop so loud.
That's all right. No, someone said hydrate, and I thought.
Okay. That is the end of the stream. There will be another one next Wednesday. And again, I'm going to try and bring on other guests, but I just am technologically inept at OBS stuff. Like I struggle with it. So I'm going to try and figure out how to even make sure I can see and hear another person. So hopefully we can get Di or someone else on. The reason I keep saying Di is because he mentioned Discord, and I went, okay, there is one speed hump that is eliminated in the sense that he knows what Discord is. And that will be the easiest thing to be able to implement. Ray just lives around the corner. So
yeah, that's true. In the shed.
Yes. Okay, I need to start cooking some dinner. So see you later, guys. We will see you next week. Have a great week and look forward to episode 7, Ray's favourite episode.
Yeah, the best episode.
It's Ray's favourite episode. Can't wait. We're excited.
Yeah.
See you later.
See ya.
I'm going to press the end button.